feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me.
It's week 10 of the NFL, and this one features Mac Hollins. He had a terrific performance last week with 140 receiving yards. It's the Seahawks and the Commanders on EA Sports.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than... The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
That throw by Young incomplete. Well, CD, you see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and these guys, they've been hearing the mantra next man up since their Friday night light games in high school. It's three simple words, but they're absolutely perfect to use, and everyone has adopted them. Next guy up, do your best.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. It's Young off play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll throw again. Young. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second down. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Now a first down throw for Young. On the catch, it's Crowder. And out of bounds right around the 20. Now 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Young to throw it. That'll be caught by James. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
Throwing, Young. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Aaron Jones, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That is caught, it's Dante Pettis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back 7's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 13 carries, 52 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
You talk about this Washington defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll drop to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. KJ Hamler, 40 yards. And the Seahawks respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, it's Jones. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They try to run on first down, but this defense it says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
In motion left is Beckham. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Well, they did get a little gain on this play. All in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now 3rd down and 7. Hurts. And he is caught. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking off the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Throwing is Hurts. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and they will bring up 2nd down. The Seahawks at 2-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On first down, Hurts. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Good coverage by Charvarius Ward.
Back to throw. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
There's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's James. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Second and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 20-yard line.
Up the middle, Jones. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Washington.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And Young's throw there incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And inside give to Jones. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run up the gut with Kelly. And a short gain down to about the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Now, hang on. We got an injured player down there. Oh, boy, that's Odell Beckham Jr., OBJ, who's hurting. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Young now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on fourth.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
That throw by Young incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. One of the linebackers has got it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. On play action, Young. And this is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
15 yards the pickup, first down Washington.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 91 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Touchdown! David Njoku from 4 yards out. And the Commanders are able to add on to that lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now. There he goes, left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And they're into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. First and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he rifles one incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Touchdown, Seahawks! KJ Hamler, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Meanwhile, Young's throw on target to James. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
This
one's been as good as advertised.
Yeah, both teams
just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. They'll set up to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard.
At the 42-yard line.
Hurts going to keep it running right.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go play action with Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. First possession of the second half now for Washington.
We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
110 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
They'll go again to Jones.
And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This pass caught by Hamler. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19.
That's a
nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we could talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion. Really good pickup.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. Everybody picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Here's a give to Jones running left. Oh, able to avoid him. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
142 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. The give is to Jones. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That throw by Young incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 30. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Here's Young.
That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Young to throw it. He'll find Bateman once more. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's throwing in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this
Touchdown, Washington. Rashad Bateman,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Seahawks 14.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. There's a big play waiting to happen. Receiver K.J. Hamler as the offense returns to the field.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yard...
Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Washington on 3rd down.
They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They toss it left side to Chubb. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Young.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
That is caught. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try the right side with Jones. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 5.
Now second and 5.
Second and 5.
Young to throw it.
For plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped, surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm was just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They go back to the ground with Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. They go play action. Young. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And Young's throw there incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down. Washington going to send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Micah Parsons in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He'll look to throw. Open man Hamler, that's complete.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 28.
A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. This is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
So here is Washington now to take over.
They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to slither by. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 10 yards.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. It's Young off play action. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here comes Pettis on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt,
and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Pass complete to Chubb.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Back to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try and run for Aaron Jones.
And he will have a Commander's 1st down, and that should just about do it.
And they take a knee. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game,